Your boy didn't do too bad, did he?
That's how you get charged with felony. with felony revenge porn and misdemeanor revenge porn, and you get multiple training orders about it. So that's, you know, and that grin at the end is so crazy. So yeah, your boy committed a crime. That grin is so crazy. And you know, it's funny because that's exactly what they describe. If you look back, let me pull up the court document again. It's funny because if you look at how they describe it, look at the way they describe it in the complaints. I don't know why I'm so enamored with this. All right, so here's how they describe it in the complaint. They talk about the relationship and how they were all sending pictures and stuff to each other, which is crazy. So a review of defendant show. This is the May 27th show. It shows defendant and GB, the person you saw you sent the pictures to, participating. The two of them were talking about Kayla and her tattoos. Then the defendant is seen scrolling through his phone, and it looks like, do I have this up on screen? Yeah. And it looks like he is taking a screenshot and then tells GB to look at his phone, which you just exactly saw. GB looks at the phone and says, "I like tattoos more than I thought." The defendant responds, "Your boy didn't do too bad, did he?" KR is then talked about in an explicit manner. So they like literally watch the show and said, just put it like, this is what happened. That's exactly what we just saw. That's exactly what we just saw. Right now, GB, because obviously police got to talk to GB. What did you get? Right, he confirmed that he received the nude photo. So now some people are calling GB a snitch, which I don't believe. You know, he's a snitch. Police come now. Either you treat police like mushrooms, feed them shit and keep them in the dark, or you do your civic duty and okay, yeah. You know, I got these pictures. He's said, I got the pictures, and this is what it was. So he did acknowledge that. Law enforcement spoke to the defendant and she acknowledged the relationship using the Signal app. However, she said that she didn't recall ever. The defendant stated he did not ever recall receiving or sending nude photos of KR. Yeah. So he said he didn't. So his defense was, I don't remember if I did it. Now, even though it's on the show, that's his defense. I don't remember. I don't remember if I did it. So let's see. All right. Somebody asked a quick question. Nate, the lawyer, could the argument be made that Nick's charges didn't have a victim? Aaron's did, resulting in higher bail. It's possible, but the degrees of felonies here, the drug felony is like a second-degree felony up here with 25 years, and this one is a light felony with possible 3 years, right? So that Nick's felony is so much higher than this felony, and he got the gun charges too. So Nick is charged with three charges, where he's just charged with 2. So you could make that argument, but I don't know. I don't know if you do make that argument. So, but obviously, and I think the thing that the reason why Aaron got so much more bail is because he's already violated a harassment restraining order, and when you got that history of already so the court is like, hey, I want you to do the right thing. So I'm going to give you $75,000 bail. You don't got to pay that, but to go free and to live your life, you got to stand. Don't contact Kayla. Don't talk about her, and don't violate any of the restraining orders. Right. So now you got a harassment restraining order. This, you got a harassment restraining order against this one, and he's already got other harassment restraining orders, and he's already violated them. So that's it. When you are debating which felony is a worse felony, we are asking the wrong question. Well, I think a second-degree felony is worse. I think this is like a 4th-degree felony or something like that. This is obviously a lot lighter felony than this other one. Which is this? What degree of felony this is? Doesn't even say. I think this is like the lowest level felony they got. Yeah, this is not a second-degree felony. This is a lot less. So. But it doesn't say, because usually when you first a kind of top felony would be like murder 1, and 2 would be like second-degree felonies, which this is. Felonies for everyone. Yeah, felonies for everyone. Nate the lawyer, what are the chances that the no recording threat of the judge made prior to the hearing is followed up on? I didn't record it. It's online. But the problem with that, with the judge said, don't record anything and all that stuff. The big issue with that is, if I'm in Minnesota, I may have a problem, right? Because the judge in Minnesota is saying, don't record it, blah, 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 it violates Minnesota law. The people who record it, they may not be in Minnesota. So how, if they're in Australia, how does that work, right? Yeah, in Minnesota, that's not right. But if you're all somewhere else, it's going to be hard for them to get to you, because it may be illegal. Things that are illegal in Minnesota may not be illegal where you're at. So that's where I think that's going to go. But the person's in Minnesota, I would be concerned. Now, I personally would follow those rules. I wouldn't record it, doing all that stuff, but it's already online. So that's it. Today, HRO is a crime of talking. What's it? Talking HRO is a crime of violence. Oh, First Amendment is crazy. Well, this HRO was because of the, I think he has one now against Kayla because of the revenge. Hopefully, we will see how all this stuff plays out in the end. Now, as of right now, I think Nick's motion is finito. I think that goes away. I think Nick's only, my opinion is that Nick's only chance of winning this case is to get that search warrant thrown out. If that search warrant holds up, Nick is screwed. I know a lot of people would like him. I know a lot of people. Nick is screwed if this search warrant holds up. There's nothing anybody can tell me. That search warrant, he is screwed. Number two, Aaron, I think, is screwed because it's the evidence is right there. They already got the witnesses. He sent it to this person. I think Aaron's looking to take a plea. Aaron's going to take a plea. There is no search warrant. It's like, here it all is, right? Aaron's going to take a plea. He's going to probably take a plea to the misdemeanor or something like that, with his little history. So he's looking to take a plea. I don't even see how what motion to dismiss, right? He was doing, unless he says, I didn't send the picture, blah, blah, blah. You can't prove it. You literally got the person he sent the picture to saying he sent it. You got Kayla Rekieta saying she sent. So I think he's done. For Kayla and April, I think they're kind of in the same boat because the coke was found in the house. So if you can get the search warrant thrown out, then the coke goes away. So I think at the end of the day, you're probably looking at 3 pleas, all of them pleading out to something a little bit more, a little less. No, I don't believe any of them is going to get jail time, but I think it's an interesting case because, how do you go from 4 people being in a hot tub having a good time to all 4 of them are facing felony charges? So, what can you say? So with that being said, let me know how you feel. Let me know how you guys feel. I've been looking at this stuff in the comment section. So it's pretty fascinating. How things have just turned, because it seems like I would have never thought these words would come out my mouth. Nick Rekieta snitched out Aaron Imholte. And I would have never thought these words would say, Aaron Imholte snitched out Nick Rekieta. So it's the battle of the snitches right now. One guy is snitching the other guy out. The other guy goes and snitches him out. And now everybody's snitching on each other. And it's gotten to the point where, hey, we had this interesting relationship with each other's wives. And how did you get those pictures? If it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what Nick's going to say about that, but I think he is probably going to be happy at this result, because don't forget, Aaron is a witness against Nick and April and Kayla, and their second-degree felony drug charges, right? So if they can destroy him, right, that's going to be an issue. All right, so